In today's video, I will be exploring the native wildlife of Southwest Florida. I was super impressed with the things that I got to see today, so be sure to stay tuned to see what I find. We arrived at this beach bright and early around 9 a.m. The tide was pretty low, which was really important for us because the only way to get to the Gulf side of this beach is by going through a lagoon. Once you made it through the lagoon, you then had to walk through this long, narrow mangrove tunnel. Once we made it to the beach, we were immediately greeted with tons of beautiful shells, all of which would take me hours to find at other beaches. Next up, I came across an egg casing, which I believe belongs to this sea snail right here, also known as the banded tulip. Even in this clip right here, you could see the little baby snails that could have potentially been released into the environment. Right here, we found another egg casing, this one either belonging to a lightning whelk or a pear whelk. Just as we were sitting down, we were able to spot a large group of white ibis. These are very popular wading birds in Florida, and their diets would consist of small fish, crustaceans like crabs and crayfish. They also like to eat insects, and they will use those large beaks to do so. My next destination, the mangroves. Here in Florida, our main species of mangroves consists of the red mangrove, the black mangrove, and the white mangrove. All of these finger-like projections that you see extending from the ground are known as nematophores. These belong to the black mangrove. You'll also see in my hand right here how I'm flipping over the black mangrove leaf. Now the top side is darker while the underside is much lighter. The reason for this being the glands on the underside of the leaf that will excrete salt, which will then crystallize. Up next, we have the white mangrove. A distinct characteristic of their leaves would be the notch located at the very tip of the leaf. They also have nectaries, which are two little bumps located just below the blade of the leaf, and these glands are known to produce sugar water. And our last species being the red mangrove. Now right here, you can see those prop roots that only the red mangroves have. The leaves of this mangrove are slightly pointed, however, they are wider. Now, unlike the black and white mangroves, the red mangroves are known as excluders. Therefore, they exclude salt from their roots through reverse osmosis or ultrafiltration. Right here, you can see one of the fish in this shoal constantly reflecting light. Now, this is just a theory, but many times fish will do this to actually stun or confuse predators. This bottle right here looked like it had been in the water for quite some time, so I didn't want to pick it up just in case it had any organisms living inside of it. Here I got a better shot of those prop roots that belong to the red mangroves. As I walked through the mangroves, I was able to get a beautiful shot of this little blue heron. Now, the little blue heron is not to be confused with the great blue heron. These are two separate species. Right here, I got a pretty nice shot of what I believe to be a willet, which is a species of sandpiper. And one of my favorite catches of the day was this little ctenophore. Now, although these look like jellyfish, they are not. They do not have stinging cells, nor are they cnidarians. And although you can't see them too well here, ctenophores are known to have 8 rows of cilia that will actually beat in a synchronized way to push them throughout the water. Right here is a little crab molt that I found, not sure what species it belongs to, but still pretty cool to see. Our trip was coming to an end, but one of the last plant species that I saw was this sea grape right here. And as we began to cross the lagoon, I saw this brown pelican. And in the lagoon water, I saw this little floating structure. Now this structure is known as a propagule. It is actually the seedling to the red mangrove. Right here, I was able to get a glimpse of a swallow-tailed kite. And our last species of the day, the northern curly-tailed lizard. Overall, today was a huge success. I am super pleased with all the species of plants and animals that I was able to see. I hope you enjoyed all the wildlife that I was able to identify today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next video.